Okay, let's go ahead and head over to the gym now. We just got done with work, and Angel actually got dropped off earlier today by Jasmine, which is awesome. So once Jasmine got out of work, picked his ass up, and then brought him over, which is good. So it saved us a little bit of that trip time because it gave me time to eat something. I had some fried rice with some chicken fillets that I bought from Costco. Honestly, Costco has like the best. I feel like ready to eat food, I guess you would call it. That you can kind of just warm up fast in the microwave or sometimes in the air fryer, and just kind of do it that way. I think Costco has been my lifesaver, and what's good about it, and once you start tracking your macros, you can fit a lot of things actually into your diet once you have your macros. You can play around with a lot of things, and I think that's the fun part about it. So just as long as you're meeting those protein goals, I think when it comes to macros, the most important thing would be just making sure that your protein is there, and then the other ones shouldn't really. Yeah, they matter, but they don't matter. I feel like they don't matter as much as like protein, for example. Although I will say that carbohydrates are also pretty important because that's what gives you energy. So, you have to just kind of play around with it. Everyone's a little bit different. Some people prefer a little bit more fats. Some people prefer a little bit more carbs. It just really depends. But when it comes to the macros, it's just kind of playing around with it and see what better fits your goals, your needs, and etc. Today we're gonna hit some chest. We're gonna start with some incline chest press with this isolation machine that we have at the gym. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna be checking that one out. Hopefully it's open, and then we're gonna move on to hopefully some type of press as well. I'm most likely thinking it's gonna be an incline press with the cable machine, but we'll see. Just because the cable machines are pretty popular, and those are usually taken. So we'll see if we have to modify anything, and then we're gonna move. Worst case scenario, we'll also do something else. There's a bunch of isolation machines for chest at our gym, which is good. And then we're gonna move over to some flies. Worst case scenario, we go over to some pec decks. Those were feeling pretty good last time, but I honestly miss the cable machine because the stretch on those is top tier. It's just like you can't really beat it. Although the peg deck is awesome, there's just something about the cable machine that gives me this crazy stretch, and I feel like that has like prompted a lot of my growth for my chest during my last bulk. So we're gonna try to stick to those as much as possible, and then if we can't get something, then we'll go to some peg deck, but we'll see. And then I'm thinking, honestly, I don't know. My triceps are feeling just a tiny bit sore right now, so I'm gonna try to hit a few, a few reps, and then just warm up a little bit and see if I'm still super sore, and then kind of go from there. You good? My little brother's having a little seizure over here. But yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of a warm up. If my triceps are feeling good, then we'll hit it. But if it's feeling like hella sore, then we don't want to hit it. We don't want to hit a muscle when it's still recovering. We want it to fully recover until we hit it again. So worst case scenario, we do that. We do triceps tomorrow with biceps, and then just kind of incorporate a back, shoulder, and arms day. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, just because our triceps were feeling a little bit sore yesterday, and then just a tiny bit today. But we'll see once we're at the gym. Even though it's a little bit sore, sometimes you can kind of get away with it. Um, but you want to be careful, obviously, because it's also you're more prone to get injured. So just gotta just gotta listen to your body a little bit. I feel like I can do some tricep today if it feels good after the first two warm ups. So we'll see if we do that today. If not, it's gonna be a short day because we're also it's gonna be even a shorter day than if we don't incorporate triceps, because we're just gonna be doing chest and hamstrings. That's literally what we're gonna do. So we'll see. We'll see. Today we tried the pre again, the one that we've been drinking or taking, which is the Hyde blueberry. Awesome. It's been super good. The fruit punch flavor is also pretty good. I haven't looked at the nutrients or whatever the nutrient facts or whatever they are, the little label that tells you what ingredients it has, just because it seems like both of them are a little bit different. The one I ordered from Amazon and then the one I get from Costco, just based on the serving size. So I have to kind of double check to see what's the difference. But honestly, Hyde is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's also on the cheaper side, which is nice because you don't want to overspend for your pre-workout. So yeah, and I think before I forget, today is it day 11, Angel? Day 12? All right, awesome. Okay, so it is day 12. Just sometimes I forget honestly what day it is, but yeah, so it's day 12 of the bulk. We're holding in pretty good. We're holding in pretty good. Uh, we'll we'll just kind of keep on going. I'm not sure how long the bulk's gonna be. We're thinking maybe 4 months, 5 months. We'll see, and then yeah, go from there. We're been sitting at 2,400 calories. I think as we go along through our bulk, we're gonna just start decreasing those just a tiny bit, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna start pulling from carbs, and then just leaving our protein a little bit higher. But that's not gonna be until like a little bit later into the cut. I think I said bulk too, but cut is what I mean. Okay, enough talking. Let's go ahead and switch over now to our first exercise. Let's go for our first set. So sometimes I like to do this one because it it's more of an isolation and it serves the same purpose as doing any dumbbells except here. Um, it kind of just sets you in place. It's already like a machine already has a specific course it takes, and then you kind of just sit the seat based on which part of the chest you want to target. So what we're gonna do is do 3 sets of these. Okay. Maybe I overestimated my strength. What I'm gonna do is drop set this bad boy from 195 to I'm thinking 180 and hit it for maybe 3 more. All right, one. Come on. Nice, come on. Nice, come on. Let me know when you need help, okay? All right, come on. Okay. Dude, this one's good. I like this one. Okay, so we're gonna hit this for a second set, but we're gonna drop down and weight because, man, I don't know. This one just feels really heavy because we did 195, and we're probably gonna drop down to 175. Just so we can get a solid 7 to 8 on this next one. But we're gonna try to go as hard as we can. Obviously, we're gonna use some of these wrist wraps so you can give us a little bit more support on the wrist. But let's go as hard as we can on this one. And then we're probably gonna do this one for one more, and then we'll move on to some type of cable or maybe an isolation machine. We'll see. But this one's feeling good. You want me to push it up? Yeah. That's good. Yeah. All right. I'm uh I'm gonna pause at that bad boy, and I'm gonna do two more. Um, I'm gonna just take a quick break, like a 20-second break. All right, we're gonna take a quick 20-second break. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's do our third set. We're trying to hit at least 8 on this, and then 8 to 10 on this one. We're probably gonna. So we went from 195 to 175. And I think on this next one I'm gonna do. Man, this one feels heavy. I'm thinking I'm gonna do 170. Let's go. Oh. All right. So there's one of those days where I just can't get 8 for the life of me, man. And that sometimes happens. You can either be I ate too late, or I need enough before I came over here, even though I'm in a cut, or maybe I just, maybe I just went too hard last week. So we'll see how we modify things. But today we're still trying to go as hard as we can. we're gonna take this 10-second break and then 10-15 second break and then go straight into it again for, I'm thinking 2 to 3 more. Stick to the same weight. Okay. Let's move on to our second press. We're gonna do some incline isolation machine here. I think it's what is it? A Life Fitness. Honestly, this isn't our favorite, but the other one that's also available is taken. So we're stuck with this one. What we're still gonna try to go as hard as we can. Get a pretty good stretch at the end, and then yeah, hit this for 2, and then move on to some type of fly, either with cables or with the pipe deck machine right next to us. Oh, okay. Yeah, 6. We're gonna drop set this bad boy. Just drop 5 pounds. All right, let's hit this for our last one, and then we'll move over to some other type of workout. We'll see. Either there'll be some type of fly, to be honest.
We had 7. Let's go ahead. Come on to the next one, see which one's open. Okay. Let's move on to our first fly and our last exercise of chest. We're probably gonna do these for either 2 or 3. We'll see. And then yeah, just go as hard as we can. These are always my favorite, honestly. You should incorporate these if you think they look good. And then move on to some triceps. We'll see what feels good. Huh. My foot. All right, we're gonna take a quick 15 to 20 seconds. Holy sh. No mames. Fuck. Today we're gonna take it a little bit easier on triceps because they're still feeling a little bit sore, and you know we're not trying to go super heavy and then pull something. So we're gonna go a little bit lighter, but we're still gonna go hard. Still gonna try to keep it as intense as possible. So we're probably gonna do these for 2. Probably just gonna do 6 sets today. To be honest. All right, let's hit this for our last set. Let's go hard. Even though it's lighter weight, because I go up super slow, it makes the set a lot harder. So that's just something to keep in mind too. Your muscles don't know specifically what weight it is, but if you slow down your reps, you'll notice that even lighter weights become super hard. So just try that out. You know, when you're trying out any exercise, go a little bit lighter, but then slow down on the eccentric, and you're gonna notice the difference after maybe 2 to 3 months. So try it out because a lot of this stuff is a lot of trial and error and see what works for you. And yeah, so let's just try to go as hard as we can, and then we're gonna maybe go on to some type of single arm for maybe 2 sets, and then some overhead to finish it off. Let's do our last one of these. I decided to do 3, so that way I can do 3 of these, 1 single arm, and then 2 overhead. So that's what we're gonna stick to. So let's go as hard as we can on this. Probably do 8 and match it to the last set. Okay, let's move on to some single arm push downs. We're gonna hit this for just 1 set, and then we're gonna move on to 2 sets of overhead. Yeah, so we're gonna try to aim for a little bit higher reps on this one. I'm thinking at least a solid 10 to 12, and then just try to keep it as controlled as possible and take it through the full range of motion. So let's go ahead and start off with our left hand because it's the weaker hand, and then we're gonna move on to our right and match our left to our right. Oh my god. I lied. I got 8. It's probably because I haven't recovered, honestly. But we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit 8 on this side, just to match it. Let's go for our last exercise for triceps. We're gonna hit some overhead for, I'm thinking 6 to 10 reps. We'll see. We'll see. Nice. We got it. Okay, let's hit this for one more set. Hit it for another 8, and then we're gonna move on to some hamstrings. Actually, let's wait until the song switches. Let's wait until the song switches. There it goes. Nothing a little Daniel Caesar won't motivate. We got 8. Let's go ahead and do some hamstrings. All right. Let's finish off this workout and kick off some hamstrings. We're gonna hit this for maybe a quick warm-up set, and then we're gonna move on to our top set. Okay. We did our first warm-up. I think we're just gonna do one warm-up. I'll go first. If that's cool, yeah, I'll go first. I think one warm-up felt pretty good. I think I had 7 reps, and now we're gonna hit our main set. Missing how this one goes. We're gonna hit this for 3 sets, and then we're gonna move on to somebody else and see if we can find a little spot somewhere. Second set. Now we're gonna move on to our to still the seated ones. Honestly, these feel pretty good. I don't think we're gonna move on. Sometimes if a movement doesn't feel good the first time around, we'll switch to something else. But this one feels good. We're gonna hit this for 2 more, and then yeah, we'll see. And today has been a fucking tiring day too. I still gotta do some cardio after this, maybe like 10 minutes or 15. So we'll see. All right, last set. And then we finish off with some RDLs. Oh my god. Let's move on to some. Let's move on to some quick RDLs. We're gonna take our shoes off for this one because those Air Forces have a little bit of space, and I just like to feel the ground on these. We got 8 on that one. We're probably gonna hit this one more for 8. We'll hit the post. These feel really good though. I really like these this form of RDLs because you really feel the stretch at the bottom when you pause for like a second or two. It's always my my right one, but we're gonna hit these for 6 to 8. Yeah, and see how it goes. Hopefully we don't fucking rip our shit. Man, it's hard to breathe sometimes. And the hardest part about the workouts is putting on the straps sometimes. There it goes. Today was a successful chest, triceps, and hamstrings. We went super hard today on that incline chest press on that first exercise. We did that for 3, and then we went over to some. What did we do? Oh, we did some incline isolation machine. I think it was Lifetime Fitness, or I forget what the hell it was called, the specific machine or the manufacturer, but we still went super hard, and then we finished up with some of our favorite flies, which is awesome because we love doing those because it gives us a really good stretch. Like I mentioned, we're not going to be making any like quote unquote gains during this period because we're cutting, and while you're cutting you typically don't build muscle just because you don't have enough I can almost say enough nutrients for your body to grow muscle because you're on a cut. And then at some point during your cut, you're going to be starving just a tiny bit. So you know you're not going to be growing muscle while you're starving. So that's just something to keep in mind. You know, don't feel too bad if you start losing some strength. If you looks almost like you're getting smaller, you're not. A lot of the times, some of that fat can also make you look bigger. So once you lean down a little bit, yes, you're going to look smaller, but wait till you tighten up, and you're going to look freaky. So that's just something to keep in mind. You know, there's pros and cons to bulking and cutting, you know, and you kind of have to give and take and just be okay with whatever you're doing, either cutting or bulking. Tomorrow is Saturday. Today was so cold, so hopefully tomorrow is a lot warmer, because it was super cold today. And my little brother Angel he's never super cold, but today he was telling me that it was super cold. So that tells me a lot that it was actually pretty cold today. Right now we're dropping him off. Tomorrow we're going to be picking him maybe around 12, so we can hit some back and some shoulders, which is awesome. So we're going to be hitting those tomorrow around maybe lunchtime. Go super hard, and then tomorrow we're probably going to do some 15 minutes of cardio, and then yeah, today's day, what was it again, day 11th, right, or 12th? Day 12. Today's day 12. We're finishing it off today. We have around, I think, 1,200 calories to play with. So we're going to see what we eat once we get home. And then, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think in the next week, I am going to start incorporating a little bit more mobility exercises at home, where I get to help my shoulder a little bit, just to make sure that they're healthy, because, you know, when we're putting it through stress, we're putting it through all this effort and everything, we want to make sure that it's also mobile. It's not just, you know, pushing the weight, but it can also mobilize. It can also reduce the risk of injury. So you want to make sure, you know, you're keeping your joints, everything pretty healthy. So I'm starting to incorporate more of shoulder mobility exercises at home with some bands that I bought from Amazon a while back. And that's just something to keep in mind. If you start to feel any issues with your shoulder, with your back, with whatever it might be, a lot of the times it can be mobility. You know, because you're not as mobile, maybe certain muscles aren't working the way they're supposed to. So then that can cause an imbalance, and then that can cause some problems. So, you know, if you start to feel some pain anywhere, you know, that you try to find the root cause and try to fix it as soon as you can, so that way you minimize the risk of injury and you don't get injured at the gym. So that way, you know, you can also feel comfortable while you're at the gym. It's never comfortable when you kind of feel like some type of injury, or or something hurts. You know, you feel a little standoffish with the weight, because you're like, okay, should I go hard? But if I do go hard, am I gonna snap my shit, you know? So you want to be super careful. If you do have any pain anywhere, just to take it easy. Take it easy. Assess the situation. Assess what's kind of going on. See what you can find. Sometimes even YouTube can help you a lot. Right now, what helped me a lot with my knee issues were Knees Over Toes guy on YouTube. That dude honestly just fixed my knee. Honestly, as soon as I started working on my knee mobility and everything, my squat got better. My form got better. I started to engage my muscles a lot better. And so it was just awesome. And it was free. I didn't have to pay anyone. I just had to research kind of what my problem was on YouTube. And I just started searching through different videos and see exactly kind of like what was kind of going on with me. And I tried so many different things. You know, you can't expect to, let's say, go on YouTube, find a video and be like, boom, I found the solution. I can fix myself right away. You know, it's usually not that easy, but hey, maybe you got lucky. Maybe you found the video right away that might help you. But a lot of the time, especially for me, it's a lot of trial and error. I'm always trying like different little things to see if like either it makes my shoulder feel better or it makes it worse. But I try something to make it feel better. And honestly, just recently when I started to incorporate those band exercises a little bit more, and now that next week I'm going to start incorporating it a lot more, my shoulder issue that I had because I was doing some front raises and I did them all dumb and I went too heavy and I think I messed something up in my collarbone area. I'm not sure where in my shoulder, but then I started working more on mobility, and that pain is slowly going away. Now I just hardly feel it. I feel it here and there maybe, but it's not like how it used to be. So that's a good sign that something's healing. And when something's healing, that means it's progressing. Now, if that issue kind of persisted for so long, then that kind of tells you, okay, it's maybe a bigger problem, or maybe it's something you have to go get. Some type of like second opinion from a professional or something. But just don't wait super long. Don't wait super long if something hurts. You don't want to, you don't want to miss out on the gym and then miss out on gains. That just pushes you back. So we're about to drop off Angel, and then we're gonna go back to the apartment, and then we're gonna go home to the apartment. We're going to finish off those last 1,200 calories, maybe watch something, upload today's video, and then just get ready for the night. I'll see everyone tomorrow for day 13. See you, everyone.